Good, yeah, good morning, students at home. Can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, once again, good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining the Zoom. How is it going today? Is everyone doing great? Oh, okay. Before we start the class, I need you to cooperate, yeah, to turn on your camera because we need to see you, yeah. I need to see you. I need to know what you're doing here. So please turn on the camera so we can start this. Okay, Jimmy, Vincent, Shirley, Wichel, Stewart, Kristen, Winnie, Fredina, and Eric Humley. Yeah, please just Jessica too. Okay. I don't bring my books. Let me see. It's on page 56. Yeah. Okay. So before we start this, once again, I need everyone to turn on the camera. So students, yeah, but actually it's good because you are here. So I expect everyone from home to turn on the camera. Yeah, we're going to do this in 2 minutes. Shirley, okay, Debbie, Vincent. Vincent, what's going on? Kenapa hari ini nggak ngidupin kamera? Sorry, sir, I can't turn on my camera. Slow internet connection, currently internet connection. Okay. Okay, then, yeah, that's it. At least you say something about it. Yeah, don't keep silent. Okay, so today we're going to be sorry, what's going on? Yeah, 56. Yeah, 56 of your students' book. Today we're going to be talking about something from your students' book, page 56. So you can go on, check your students' book on page 56. It's about writing a story, right? Now, Kristen, I think we have discussed about it that you're going to turn on the camera. I know Kristen's mom, and I talked to her. I want Kristen to open the camera, but never. Ya, kayaknya belum pernah saya lihat wajah Kristen. Sunaya, yesterday, he didn't come, right? But he joined the Zoom. Oh, did you not join the Zoom? Semalam kan nggak kesini kan? Tapi Zoom kan? Oh, okay. Okay, so have you got the page 56? Write the story. Now, so let me share my screen. Can you see it? Okay, good. Now, today we're talking about writing skill, yeah, one of the productive skills in English, yeah, skill untuk memproduksi sesuatu, yeah. If it is writing, so we're going to produce a text, yeah. Oh, nggak jadi pendek. Now, so today we're talking about writing English text. Now, before we go further about this, I would like to tell you that there are so many types of English text, yeah. There are so many types of English text, and each of them has its own characteristics. Yeah, so we cannot write any single text with the same structure. Yeah, so whenever you want to write something, you have to make sure what you are going to write and what's the body of the writing. Nggak sama. Yeah, so many people consider that writing is difficult. I don't think so, as long as we know what to do. Yeah, many people, maybe it's a matter of vocabulary. Maybe it's a matter of grammar, because, you know, in speaking, yeah, for me, actually, your teacher, for speaking, in terms of communication, it is okay to make a little bit mistake about the grammar. Yeah. Why? Because for me, as long as we understand each other, I know what you say and you know what I say, so that's the communication. Yeah. That's the good point about speaking, but not in writing. Because if you make mistake in writing, yeah, everybody will be able to see it. Everybody will be able to notice. Gitu ya. Jadi that's actually the hardest point of writing. It's not the writing itself, it's not the content, but it's the grammar because everybody will just notice kalau ada yang salah. Contoh, if it is typo, ya kan kelihatan ya, satu huruf salah, that's it. But in speaking, yeah, as long as I understand what you say, that will be good. That's why I always encourage you to speak. No matter what, no matter you don't know things or no matter you make mistakes on the grammar, it's okay. I just need everyone to speak, gitu ya. Nah, okay, let's do this. Okay, do you know that each text has different structure? Yes, so there are many texts in English and we call them as genre. Yeah, genre. This is how we write genre. Ada orang bilangnya genre, ada yang bilang genre, it's okay. It's it. Nah, yeah, genre. So there are so many kind of texts in the middle. Now, and today we're going to be talking about one of them first. Yeah, genre. Okay, let's find it out. Oh, what's going on here? Now, today we're going to be talking about recount text. Nah, so what the genre itself is recount text. Salah satu jenisnya namanya text recount. Has anybody heard about that before? Ada yang sudah pernah dengar recount text? No? Okay, let me tell you about it. So recount text is the text, let's say it's a kind of story that we write to tell about events that happen to our life. Yeah, it's actually a personal writing, a personal story. Just like the past, pernah kan tersuruh kalian to write your own story, something that you have experienced, ya kan? And then you speak about it. But today, we're going to be talking about how to write the correct one, gitu ya. Jadi kemarin itu, I only put it as an example of this text before we go to the text. Jadi nanti kalian, you can compare what you have written or what you have done with what you are going to do today. Now, recount text, this is it. Once again, a recount text is a text that tells the story about something that happened in the past that is related to yourself. Yeah, that is related to somebody. Okay, yeah, it can be about anybody. Now, so the purpose of writing this kind of text is to retell something that happened in the past and to tell a series of past events. A series of past events itu artinya there are some things, ya, ada beberapa hal happening in your life and then you want to talk about it. Gitu. So it can be one, it's okay if you want to talk only about one, but it can be more than one. Yeah? So you can put more than one, let's say, situations that happen in your life in this kind of text. Now, so now let's talk about the body of the text. Yeah, the body of the text, we call it as generic structure or the structure of the text. Now, so in a recount text, we have three parts of body. The first one is orientation. The second one is event or event. It's up to you, ya. As di situ menunjukkan optional, bisa satu or more than one. And then we have reorientation. Now, so let me tell you about it one by one. The first one is orientation. Orientation in its story, yeah, it's actually the beginning. It's when you describe the setting. Do you guys know setting? In bahasa Indonesia, kita bilang itu latar. Pernah dengar latar? Nah, in an orientation, you try to depict, you try to visualize the setting. It can be setting of place atau latar tempat. Oh ya. It can be setting of time atau latar waktu. Nah, and then you also talk about the participant atau dalam bahasa Indonesia bilangnya tokoh. Ya, who participated in this story, gitu ya. You can talk about it, and then we can try to introduce the problem or the event that's going to be described. Now, after that, after you finish with the orientation, you go to the event. Now, in this part of the text, you're going to describe things that happened, yeah, things that you experienced. Now, as I said before, it can be one, it can be two, it can be three. It's up to you. Yeah, it's optional about the number. So you can try to describe, you can try to explain, or you can try to tell about everything in the event. And after that, after you finish with the event, you go to the reorientation. So what is this? Reorientation is how you put the event, the whole that you described, in a summary, yeah, in a conclusion. How you summarize the story. So you put the summary of the story, like the whole, gitu ya. Kamu how to say that? You put them into like a brief explanation, ya. Kalau yang satu kan tadi event-event itu menjadi satu kesimpulan yang brief. Okay, and that's how you end the recount text. Now, we talk about the body, we talk about the purpose. Now we talk about the language features. Now, this is also one of the most important things. When writing a text, it's not only the body that we need to concern for. We also need to concern about what kind of tense that we have to use. Now, in a recount, yeah, in a recount text, as you can see here, for the purpose, as we are going to tell about the past, so we have to use past tense. Jadi kalau ada yang menulis cerita recount ini tapi pakai simple present, itu salah, gitu ya. Because it's not present, it's not what's going on now, it's what's going on in the past. Yeah. So the first one, you have to make sure that your writing, yeah, use the past tense. Yeah. And then after that, you have to make sure that you're going to use action verbs. Nah, ini mungkin yang jadi pertanyaan. What is action verb? Nah, action verbs are verbs that shows movement. Menunjukkan adanya pergerakan, ya. For example, punch. Punch is actually an action verb. Yeah. As you can see there is a movement there. Or maybe run. Run is also an action verb. Or even like walk. Walk is also action verb. Contoh yang bukan action verb apa sih? Think. Think. We don't need to move, right? Yeah. So that is not an action verb. Saya kira seperti itu simple. So you have to make sure that you use action verbs to describe the story. And then the third one, sometimes we need to use adjectives. Yeah. Sometimes we use adjectives atau kata sifat. But make sure, since this is past, so you use be for the past. Misalnya kan, in present, I am beautiful. Okay. The place is beautiful. Okay. But since we're talking about the past, so you say the place was beautiful. Gitu ya. Okay. So far, have you got questions about the body of the recount text? Any questions, guys? Because we're about to see an example. Glenn, are you okay? Okay. What about students from home? Have you got questions? Bentar saya stop sharing dulu so I can see everyone. Have you got questions about the recount text? Is it clear enough? Only Feby, Jessica, and Regina yang bisa saya lihat ya. Yang lain, I don't know whether or not you're paying attention. Oh, Albert is here. This is Albert, right? Albert Sinantang, okay. Hi, Albert. Take well soon for your grammar, right? Take well soon for your grammar. Okay, if there are no questions, let me show you examples. I have written the text like a short text, the recount actually, yeah. So I'm going to show you the part. That's the title, Diving in Bunaken Island. Do you guys know Bunaken? Any tahu Bunaken? Oh, you guys don't know? It's one of the best places to dive. It's actually in South Sulawesi, if not mistaken. Or not, it must be west. Or east or north. It's on, in south of Sulawesi, not mistaken. Bunaken. Nah, look at this story. This is actually a simple example of a recount text. Yeah. Last year, I left New Zealand for Bunaken Island. I went there with a group of New Zealand divers. Getting there was not quite easy. Now look at this orientation. What can we get from here? The first one, setting. What's the time actually? Yang mana yang menunjukkan waktu? Last year. So this thing happened last year. And then which one is talking about places? New Zealand to Bunaken. So the story happened in Bunaken and they went to Bunaken from New Zealand. Now, I went there with a group of New Zealand divers. Who are the participants? New Zealand divers. Ya, jadi dia bersama penyampaian dari Selandia Baru. Seperti itu ya. Getting there was not quite easy. Now, this is what I told you about to introduce the event. Apa yang terjadi kira-kira ini kodenya ya. Getting there was not quite easy. Kira-kira inilah masalah yang terjadi. That's orientation. Nah, we can go now to event. Nah, so in the story I put two events, ya dua kejadian seperti event number one. Soon after our arrival at Bunaken, we got a general briefing. Begitu mereka sampai ada briefing seperti itu. It included a description of how to take pictures underwater or underwater. It's up to you. And then event number two, or problem number two, or experience number two. Then we began our diving. In our diving, we saw groups of tiny fish. Now, it's actually an experience. Yeah? It doesn't have to be problems. Yeah, it doesn't have to be problems. Nggak mesti masalah yang datang. Experience is okay. Nah, in order to identify them, we need a good guide. Without some knowledge of their habitat and behavior, it was difficult to identify those parts of the event. And then after event, we go to the reorientation. What is it about? Apa tadi reorientation? Anyone? Yeah, the conclusion or the summary of the event. Yeah, the summary of the story. Look at this. In summary, nah langsung dia bilang, in summary, pokoknya atau kesimpulannya, the trip was mostly enjoyable. This place is so impressive with its marine life. Any questions? After seeing this example, is it easy? I think it's easy. Well, we'll never know until we try it. So after this, we're going to try 3.1. Any questions about this from you? What about from home? Students from home, have you got questions about this example? No, is it clear? Okay, good. So I'm going to show you another example. Now this example will be like more complete. Now, look at that. Recount. That's actually the summary of our topic for today. Look at this one. A recount tells about events that people or that have happened to you or other people. Ya. Kejadian yang terjadi untukmu atau ke orang lain. Seperti itu. Nah, look at this simple text. The title, yeah, a bright for experience at the beach. And then we go to the orientation, as you can see here. Remember, orientation tells when and where the event begins and who was there, place, time, and participant. Gitu ya. Present tense participant, only present. Now look at this. My friend and I. These are participants. Good. Went to the beach. Beach is the place, yeah. On Saturday. That's the time. Okay, get complete. Jadi ini aja udah orientation. Sudah. Nggak mesti panjang-panjang biar kelihatan keren. And then we go to the event. Now, look at this. While we were at the beach, we had a cool swim. Okay. While we were at the beach, we had a cool swim. And after our swim, we built sandcastle. Bukan masalah ya, tapi ini lebih ke experience what happened. And then the next event, later it began to rain. So we picked up and went home. And after that reorientation, once again, it's about the summary, the conclusion. The orientation tells how the experience ended and some thoughts you may have about it. Nah, bagaimana kamu menentukan apa yang sudah terjadi. Like that. We were tired from our day at the beach. Itu kesimpulannya ya. Pokoknya setelah melakukan event 1, event 2, event 3, mereka capek. We were tired at the beach. So we went to bed early. Gitu ya, that's it, and that's the orientation. Okay, any questions? If you want to write about it, it's okay. Boleh dicatat dulu. Misalnya ini, look at this. Tadi kan yang di the previous slide, I didn't put this. Gitu ya. Jadi kalau mau ditulis sekarang silakan. But after you're going to practice. Yeah, so I would like to make some assignment. Tapi this will be for students at home. Ya, kalau kalian datang sini, you just need a paper. So please take a piece of paper. To the last year. So if you need to write something, please make sure you do it right now. So I'm going to make an assignment. The title is Recount text. Okay. Write recount text based on the explanation. Okay, due date is today. What date is today? 4th, right? 4th today is English. The time, I will be waiting until 12. 12:00. Okay. Sudah terbitin. Nah, so now, because you have got no questions, so let's get to practice. I need you to take a piece of paper, and then I want you to write, a recount text, based on your own experience and based on what you have just read. Gitu ya. You don't need to write like 500,000 words, no. It's just, as good as you think. Gitu ya. Jadi buat yang di rumah, I need you guys to take a piece of paper, or you can even write on your notebook or in your exercise book. Write a story, by using the recount text, and don't forget to. I need you to show, where the orientation, where the event, where the reorientation. Gitu ya. I need you to show. So I need you to make it like this one, atau seperti yang sebelumnya, seperti ini. I need you to show part mana dia yang orientation sampai mana, part mana yang event, dan mana part yang merupakan reorientation. Okay? So that's it. And we're going to do this in 15 minutes. Based on your own experience. So you can just make your own story. Langsung aja. Pasti gampang ya. Misalnya, last month, I and my mom went to a weekend holiday. Sudah ada tempat, sudah ada waktu, sudah ada orangnya. Kan gitu kan? Albert, are you okay? You need a cup of coffee? You bring yours, right? Please, Albert, I'll be waiting in 15 minutes. Actually, it won't take that long. Wait, let me show you the the generic structure, and then that's it. Yeah, so once again, students at home, if you have finished, I have just posted, an assignment on your classroom, Google Classroom, and then you capture your work or your writing and then upload it to the Google Classroom. Gitu ya. So it's not a homework, it's a direct, it's a direct assignment. That's it. That's how you make it. I'll be waiting until, we still have 12 minutes. Yeah, 12 minutes. I think it's enough. Recount, based on your experience. How long, how many words, it's up to you. But I need you to show where the orientation, which part is the event and the reorientation. Oh, you have your, okay, yeah, you can share. Tengahnya dirobek, nah, jangan di pinggir nanti. Oh. That will be okay. But what about your pen? Oh, that's it. Kalau enggak, maksudnya biar disiapkan temannya. I'll be joining the Zoom and taking the picture. Good. It can be about anything. It doesn't have to be about always maybe about playing football. That's not exciting. You have to make sure that you're using the past tense, ya. Nggak ada experience yang belum terjadi. Pasti experience itu karena sudah dilewati. That's why it becomes experience, ya kan? It's 10 more minutes. We directly prepare, we directly act. Langsung itu direct directly, direct, D-I-R-E-T-T-L-Y. Oh yeah, when you're, let's say, when you're writing English textbook, when you're having conversation, try not to translate everything word by word. Yeah, it's gonna be hard. Karena kalau misalnya kalian bikin words by word translation, jika orang bilang it's a piece of cake, mana ada cake, gitu nanti takutnya. Okay? Try to understand context. 10 more minutes. Pasar, pasar, wait, oh, pasar jualan kan, bukan pasar jalan kan? Market, iya. Soalnya ada orang Medan bilang pasar itu ya jalan itu, jangan ke pasar, gitu kan? Market. If you want to ask me something, misalnya seperti yang tadi bilang gini, what is pasar in English? Pasti bisa English. Pasar loak atau tempat monja. Do you guys know what's the English of a pasar monja? Do you guys know monja? Oh ya, ya second handed. Nah, kalau nama kerennya itu thrifted shop. Oh, thrifted ya kalau nama kerennya. Tapi ini monja gitu lah, second hand. Thrifted, thrifted. Ayo thrifting yuk. Ayo monja. To show the orientation, event, and reorientation. Yes? Cross. Cross is a verb ya, artinya menyeberang. Cross as a noun artinya silang atau bisa salib gitu ya. Hah? And many more, and so on, and etc. You know, etc. Pernah lihat etc. Itu dia. Dan lain-lain itu artinya ya, dan sebagainya. And many more, and so on. It's gonna be 4 more minutes, yeah? So when the time is over, I'm gonna just get the paper, okay? Elisa, what is that? You want to ask that? Okay, so this is I want to look at the you are O S. Tomorrow, or in the next day, you have a good we always bring it up first. We know how to read the raw values of the word with this transcription. And we know the transcription. We call it as phonetics. How to pronounce the word right. Just one more minute. Yeah. I think about 1 in 30 seconds. You done? Did I get it? Good. There's no more getting into like this. Okay, I will just end this meeting, but I give you time until 8:50, yeah, to submit the work. Okay? Okay. Thank you so much for today. Good night for the next class.